Streaming. We are back with our American Civil War mod for Napoleon Total War. We are now running the version 1.6.8. Big thanks to Olympia Gaming. He took the time out of his day to go ahead and help me get all of this set up. This is not a battle I am currently actually playing. This is a replay. This is a saved game, so I will not actually have control of our troops. I am playing as the American. We have 3 Confederate armies attacking us, and I have 1 ally. 13th Corps, I believe? 12th Corps. Yes, 12th Corps. You didn't miss much, just the initial setup. I was stationing my troops behind my ally. We have the 29th Ohio, the 7th Ohio, which is one of my favorite Ohio units. My third great-grandfather was actually in this. The 1st Maryland. 1st Maryland times 2. 5th Ohio, 3rd Maryland, 123rd New York, 150th New York, 29th Ohio, and the 66th Ohio, right? Yep. Now I have my units separated into 3 individual groups, along with my skirmishers who are going to stay in the rear guard. Looks like the battle has started. I have my my cannon and my general up front here. So we have Brigadier General Thomas Crittenden. I'll turn this up to normal speed. Batteries H&M 4th U.S. Artillery. I believe these are my 12-pounder Napoleonic guns. Yep, Napoleon battery. And in the rear here we have the 15th Ohio. 15th Ohio. 15th Ohio. I have 2 of those? Oh, I didn't realize I had 2 15th Ohio's. Keep your eye on the 15th Ohio. We have the 49th Ohio. Times 2. 24th Ohio, 1st Ohio, 13th, 59th, 41st, 41st, 6th, 19th. I have a lot of Ohioans. I am from Ohio, so I do favor them. We have the 29th Indiana, 9th Indiana, 6th Kentucky, 77th Pennsylvania, 6th Indiana, 32nd Indiana, 15th U.S. Infantry 1st Battalion. That's a very, very nice unit. And the 30th Indiana, along with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 skirmishers in the rear. Their task is only to hold this city. And we are quickly rushing our cannons to the front line. Forgive me, I'm not familiar with everything yet. Now, I am running the new mod, so I will not be able to tell you the enemies, because in true Napoleonic fashion, it is blacked out. So, somewhere around here is the 3rd General. I think he's, is that him? Yep. So we got the district, we've got Polk's army. I believe this is the first Corps, 1862, I believe. Can't recall. But the 12th Corps, my allies, they're already moving their men to the front line. Now this is all AI, except for me, of course, and I don't much care for the AI, but 3v1 was going to be a little too intense. I am trying to make sure I am always outnumbered, and as you can see, we are outnumbered. I am trying to make sure I am always outnumbered, though, lately, because I am working on the tournament that I'll be in this weekend, hosted by Creek's Battle. Make sure you guys check out his page on YouTube. It's quite nice. He does play this mod, but he likes content. Olympia Gaming, also a great channel. I would highly recommend checking them out. Special thanks to him for actually taking the time to help me get this mod installed to the new 1.6.8 version. The teams are working extensively on this mod, so it's a great thing to see. I highly recommend any of you who truly enjoy Napoleon to download this mod. It is super simple to install from ModDB. I left a link in my very first video that I posted of this. I can't remember the exact one, but it is there if you look. Quick download, quick install. I think the whole thing start to finish took me 5 minutes, and then the increase to 1.6.8. We're just going to call it 1.6 from here on out. The update for 1.6 was not hard at all. It took maybe another 5 minutes to download and put everything where it needed to be. And we've already got some Confederate cannons opening fire on the H battery. Looks like my howitzers have almost made it into position. I thought this little hill here would be a great position for my howitzers to be in. Oh, my guns are now opening fire. It wasn't the best placement on these guns. I clipped this hill quite a bit. Looking back now, I should have probably placed them in front of this ridge. That way I had a clean line of sight. But, you know, that was a rookie mistake on my part. What unit's grown weary? Because I'm not even... Oh, yeah. Some of my men were actually wanting to run, even when I did not have them activated to run. Don't know why. But, yeah, that was a thing. Looks like I am setting up my layered defense. I will be stacking men on the front and the second defensive line, and of course my skirmishers are going to remain in the rear. This was a very fun battle. It was a nail biter right up till the end. But we see all of my regiments forming up. Howitzers up here, I believe, have formed up. Yep, they have unlimbered and gotten ready to start firing at the hordes of Confederate infantry coming in. And as you can see, they're quite extensive. Now these troops all the way over here, I don't even know if they made it into the battle. I was not too concerned about them at the moment, to be honest. I don't think there's really a crossing unless they would have marched all the way over here. And even then, I don't know if there's a way. Yeah, they can cross all the way over here. That'd be a long march because it looks like we're surrounded by that water on our left.
A unit has grown weary, sir.
More units growing weary because, of course, some of them are running. Do not know why that was again. Do not run your men in this mod. It's not good. Your men are going to get exhausted. Their effectiveness drops tremendously. And let's see, we've got the 15th, the 15th. And the 49th marching up into position. I believe both 15ths and both 49ths will be up here. And I am going to start initializing the defense of the first line. My AI partner, being the AI that they are just marching clear the hell out in front. Now, I will be jumping back and forth in this game. When I was playing it between my already quite a bit, I was constantly targeting. And I know I've gotten some friendly fire over here. Right here is probably going to be a good friendly fire hit. Well, I think we did miss it. And we missed our soldiers. That was a good thing. God knows we've done enough friendly fire. So yeah, here's where I am going to start my tier stacked offensive. And of course we have 3 regiments back here in reserve. We pulled our general on up. We've got the 2nd Kentucky, 9th Indiana, 77th Pennsylvania, and the 6th Indiana back here in the rears. Nice little hill defense. I actually wanted to wrap these men a little bit, but you know, as large as that unit was, it was kind of hard to do that. Oh, thank you, Mab. I think I know why. That should resolve that. I watched my stream on the right hand side of me, and the volume was probably turned up. Good to see you. I hope you enjoy this. This is a replay. I'm not playing this live. I did this 2 nights ago, and this was a really fun battle. But we can see Polk's army in the 2nd 1862 districts are slowly moving their troops in. They don't want to exhaust their men any more than what I do, and all of my Ohio units are finally taking up their positions. Cannons are over here doing their job well. At this time I had my cannons firing straight in. Let's see if we can get any good views on that. Are we getting any good kills yet? I see a couple dead bodies. And you will see the balance of power is not in my favor. This was... what time when you stream? Normal time when I stream is typically Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. In the mornings and afternoon my time. For example, it is 6:23 p.m. my time. This is kind of a off normal time stream. I am Eastern Standard Time, so you know. I have been invited to do a tournament this weekend on this mod, so I am grinding and trying to get as much experience as I can prior to that actual tournament. But Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays is my big streaming days. I do try to stream Thursday and Friday, but it's a little harder because I have my my daughter here. But I mean, I still stream. It's just they're a little shorter episodes. I like to have everything at an hour. It looks like our Ohio units, the 24th and 1st, are finally getting formed up, which means our entire front line, along with the 19th, are almost done, and we should be getting some volley fires. Yes, I can hear the gunfire. That's our ally. He's opening up pretty hardcore. Let's go see. Good luck in the chat. Hey, thank you. I will be streaming it if you have time. Now, the tournament is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thankfully, my wife will be home, and she has graciously allowed me to lock myself away in the game room so I'm not interrupted. I'm lucky. I have a very great supportive wife who actually wants to see me succeed at this. Getting a lot of opening volleys from the 12th Corps into these enemies. Now with this new mod, again, I will not be able to show you units or unit sizes. But we can see we are slowly getting some Confederate drops. And this will be what the Confederates are seeing. Now, the 2nd Corps here, or the 12th Corps here, I only gave them about half of the units they could have really had. I should have given them more, but I wanted a hard challenge, and this was a very hard challenge, clear up until the end. It was a very good battle, so I hope you all enjoy it. And Mab, thank you for stopping in. It's great to see you again. 12th Corps is getting ready to get a hardcore flank on our right, Confederates left. We're holding good on our left. Not as many men. And in true Confederate form here, before too much longer, we're going to get a mad charge. My Ohio units up on the hill here are finally starting to open fire and engage. The howitzers are just blowing the units to pieces. My Napoleon guns would have gotten a lot better angles of fire if I'd have placed them a little farther forward, but I will know that for the next battle. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I do my best. Oh, here we go. We're going to get some melee fighting between the 150th New York and 2nd Corps 1862. Here we go. And the 150th is already starting to waver. And just like that, they break. We're getting massive melee charges over here. Polk's division slowly firing. Going up against the 3rd Maryland and 29th Ohio. I do want to find the 7th Ohio. Let's see, where is the 7th? That's their general. 5th Ohio, 1st Maryland. 7th is all the way over here. I want to keep an eye on them. That's my triple great-grandfather was in the 7th Ohio. And here we go. The Confederates are already smashing through. My men are over here firing as quick as they can load. They're holding. Getting great volleys. 12th Corps is not looking too hot. They're crumbling under the pressure of all these charges. The Confederates just have so many troops. Go ahead and come over here and check out our flank. The 7th is opening up hardcore. They got some skirmishers over here. Candy's brigade. Twelfth Corps fighting hard. Polk's soldiers are just ramming them, though. And they're chasing them down, by God. Oh, we're getting some good howitzer hits, though. Oh! Juicy. 12th Brigade's holding good on our left flank, but it's not going to be too much longer. Polk's going to come in and crush them. We're going to go back to our lines now. This is what we're facing. This is what our men are seeing. And personally, I would be shitting my pants. The 7th Ohio over here doing pretty good, though. They haven't lost one soldier as of yet. And now all of my regiments seem to be opening fire except for the 19th. Oh, I think I had them, I had the 19th fire at will off. I will have noticed that soon and fixed that. Bringing around some reinforcements because I know that eventually through this little gap Confederates are going to come in. And right now these cannons are going to be our lifeline. We got the general right behind the cannon and making sure that they don't break and they have inspiration. Come on, 7th, give them hell. We're dropping them, and it looks like the 12th is charging into Polk here. They're actually not doing too bad on this charge. Breaking Polk. There we go. Oh, we got the general over here inspiring his men. Brigadier General John Geary, sorry. But look at this mad wave of Confederates. This is like a tsunami. A tsunami coming in to hit an island. And our men are firing as quick as they can. And I am actively targeting everywhere I can with my howitzers. Looking back, I wish I'd have brought maybe 1-2 more howitzers, or at least 2 more cannon pieces. I think that would have been a little easier. 7th finally taking a casualty. I am surprised these 3 regiments have not charged in already. 24th over here, peppering them. 12th Corps trying to break another unit. But right here, here's where we're going to focus now, because this is the juiciest part of the battle. Yes, I am the Ohio, Army of the Ohio is me. Now this battle is primarily Ohio. Ohio can, well, on my side it's primarily Ohio and Pennsylvania. On the other side, the 12th Corps, it's Ohio, Kentucky, and Maryland. Oh, and look at that RD hit. That was a beautiful hit. Oh, and we're dropping soldiers. Oh, direct hit. Get it, baby. Polk over here on our left holding up against 12th Corps. 7th Corps over here still fighting firm. I do want to try to keep my eye on them and see how they ended it. Polk's pushing our front line, and here we go. The 19th is firing. And we are getting ready to get enveloped. I know that I am shooting their special shot. It's not canister, it's not round. I do believe they were firing shrapnel shells. Doing anything I can to try to stave off this wave of soldiers. And as you can see, the Confederates are just pouring men into me. 7th Ohio starting to take some casualties now. We've got our 24th, 1st, and 13th trying to support them. But my God, it's not looking good for our front line right now. And our Napoleonic batteries are firing right into this blob of soldiers. Already getting a chevron. Howitzer's already chevron twice. Make that 3 times. Oh, here we go. Okay. This regiment not looking too hot right yet. They're charging into cannons. I wouldn't be either. 7th is getting moved into. Oh my. 7th is getting pushed hard, and we got the District of South Carolina, Georgia, and I can't remember the 3rd one starting to push hard on our left flank.
Your men have been routed, sir.
Let's see where this was at. Oh, yep. 19th is getting overran. Yeah. I don't know why the 29th Indiana decided to get into that formation. I've noticed that lately. They'll just randomly get into a weird formation. Now this time I am trying to get my cannons out because I know this front line's going to flounder. 7th is still over here holding firm. Losing about 11 men, but they're not going to run. That would appear to be the last remaining regiment of 12th Corps, except for the one that came back. And I am charging in my cannon regiments just to keep my cannons safe. But will I get them out in time? It's going to be close. Looks like the 150th New York's coming back up to support us. But I don't know if that's even going to be enough. And we are getting overran. Oh, this looks like it might be the end of the 7th Ohio. And as you can see, I am starting to pull back from this front line. Let's see how these cannons are doing. Looks like I'm going to get them out just in the nick of time. And my units I charged in to protect them cannons are actually doing pretty good. We're breaking one of Polk's. Getting ready to break a district. Broke a third one. Now, of course, these men have fought my ally, and they're already weak and tired. But as they hit our front lines, they are starting to crumble, and we're going to go ahead and shift some of our men back up and around. We got to protect that howitzer. Right now, the cannons are what's keeping us alive. And the Confederacy, they're showing no signs of stopping. Oh, 32nd Indiana finally broke. Doesn't look like our 15th Battalion's going to be doing too much hotter, but they have gotten a double chevron in that melee. Oh, and I'm pushing the attack. Pulling my general out. I know he's not safe. Oh, we got a third chevron. The 15th 1st Battalion has done a hell of a good job. They earned their money. I really wish I would have noticed the 29th Indiana over here, though. I would have formed them back out a little bit. And we're pulling back to a secondary defensive location. Confederates hard in tow. Our 7th Ohio, though, they're holding firm, damn it. They just won't give up. Out of habit, I want to keep hovering over these units, even though now the upgrade to the mod will not tell me the information I want to know. Not taking a lot of casualties. Looks like 21 men so far. And they still have a force in the back just waiting to march. We'll come back and check on them. Let's get back over here to the juicy part of the battle. Our men are mad retreating. Looks like we're having a pathfinding issue right here. Oh, the 19th Ohio that broke has now came back. And our secondary defense is kind of weak, but by God, they're waiting and they're ready. That's a frustrating move right there, pathfinding. We've all had those. Alright, so I'm swinging the 29th Indiana. I finally noticed that crappy formation. I'm pulling them back, and we're starting to get attacked over here on our far right. Our howitzers have been limbered up, and we're going to be pulling them out because I know it's going to be hopeless. We're going to pull them back to a secondary defense and continue to hammer the Confederacy. How's our cannons? Our cannons are getting placed, and I have learned from our previous mistake and made sure that those cannons were above that ridge line.
Your men have been routed, sir.
Yeah, I've got a lot of men routing. And that unit got a 4th chevron and pushed that far out. that was an impressive charge. This 15th U.S. Infantry, they're a damn good unit. 4 chevrons and pushed that far. Look how many units they've been breaking. And one of these had broken, came back, and faced off. But yes, we are still facing these men. Confederate cannon looks to be... Nope, that is my cannons. Never mind. That's that special shrapnel shot coming in, hitting poke from the side. The only thing I can do is try to hold them back. Now, I know these Confederates are getting tired. They've already faced my ally and crushed him. And now they got to face me. And some of these units are large. Seventh Ohio. They ain't giving up. Get them, Grandpappy. They're chasing them down. 7th. Oh, but it looks like 3 of Polk's regiments are coming back to get some vengeance on that. One of my units getting trapped here due to the pathfinding, but by God, they're going to hold firm. 150th came... Nope, that's 29th. 150th must have already broken. Yep, they're over here.
Your men have been routed, sir.
59th Ohio finally breaking. Here we are back over here. We're holding. Looks like I'm breaking off 2 regiments to come back over here as most of the bulk of the Confederacy is moving in. 30th Indiana's, they're holding their ground pretty damn good. A loss of 19 men. And we are slowly breaking them down. Come on, 19th. I need to get that 19th moving. I did not realize that they had came back, and now I'm volleying my own men. That's another rookie mistake on my part. Did not realize that they had came back, or I would have marched them on over here for a defense. And they're going to go ahead and get cracked again. We're taking up defensive stands, though. But by God, look at all these dead bodies. This is a lot of dead Confederate soldiers, and most of this out here is from the 15th Battalion charge. Got a lot of dead Confederate soldiers, a lot of breaking, a lot of returning. The 15th Ohio up here, holding firm, losing roughly 40 men. Now I want you guys to remember the 15th right here. We got some Confederates finally getting into our 2nd tier defense. And yes, as we knew was going to happen, the 19th broke. My secondary line, though, has been able to push back some of this. My men in the front here, I'm not going to move them. I'm going to leave them here because that's the only thing holding back the waves of soldiers who are already exhausted. And I've got them stacked thick. Stacking them thick kind of keeps them from breaking. And the 30th over here taking flanking fire, but they're just giving it. Brave, brave men. And we've got some movement here. We've had some breaking. They've came back and started circling our flank. Trying to zoom around and show you everything. There's a lot going on. Let's check the 7th real quick. The 7th still not giving up, and they are fully surrounded. That would be... Yep. That was our first line. They're starting to finally break. But I've still got a lot of men here holding them back. And the 7th, you know, they're getting shot from 3 angles. It's almost over for them, but by God, they've fought hard today. Great, 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 great Grandpappy would be proud. Hold them back, boys. Hold them back. And look at all these dead. Jesus, the death. Mothers, wives, brothers, sisters, they're all going to be weeping tonight for the family members lost in this battle. And I tell you, we're not doing bad. We are slowly holding them. We've got a lot of breaking. Sorry about that. I had to go off comm for a minute. My wife had something to tell me. The 7th Ohio finally breaking, but man, they held a lot. It took a lot to break them. Very, very impressive. Our front line that fell back is still holding, but not for much longer. They're getting enveloped. And it looks like I turned 1 unit back around to face these men. We got more breaking over there. 30th Indiana is starting to get overwhelmed. But they're still holding, and man, they're breaking District. District came in for a hard charge, and we're breaking them. This is a great battle over here on our right. Our second... Oh my God, I had another unit come. 59th Ohio came back, and I'm not seeing it. I saw this one, the 41st came back. I saw that and repositioned them. Just so much micromanagement. Alright, we're fully broke. Some of these units may come back. Come on. Notice the 59th Ohio and get them into formation. 41st over here, they're tired, but man, they're giving it to them. We got a lot of breaking and a lot of returning over here. Looks like we broke off both of these regiments, and I'm filing the 49th over here to continue putting fire on them. These 49ths, though, are still here to support. We did pull our howitzers back to the rear. They are now firing 4 chevrons. This cannon, however, though, with seven chevrons. And we're just pouring it straight into the Confederates. They still have a mad amount of troops in the rear here. All these dead bodies. Still haven't noticed the 59th. That is terrible on my part. Could have used these men. '19th I did notice broke, but I left them there to get recovered, which now they are fresh. I will be using them. I left them in the rear because they had been fighting so long. Here we are pumping more canister. Just getting those kills. Second defense right now seems to be holding pretty strong. Oh, look at that devastation on that volley. Oh, ripping a huge hole. Oh, another good hit. Get them, boys. Get them. Volley after volley after volley. 59th Ohio is still just sitting here because I'm not noticing them, apparently. That was over 200 some men a minute ago. That would have been a great help. And again, we're still holding really good on this flank. This has been a great defensive position. However, the Indiana troops, they're not looking good, but they are holding against all of these men. They have been holding firm for a hot minute. Marching the 2nd 49th up, as we have two 49ths. Where's that other one? I don't know. They're here somewhere, though. I promise you. There's two 49ths, two 15ths, and I'm doing a charge into them. Trying to make sure they don't come back again. And our men are just getting them. There's the other 49th. I knew we had them. That, however, was not me. I did not charge them out. Some of these units do have a mind of their own every now and then, and it's just really hard to continually micromanage it all. Looks to be our cannon are going to be getting overran. Rip cannon crew. And they're pushing hard on our left flank. Oh, we had a general die. I don't know whose it was. Enemy general. That's a good thing to see. 41st over here in melee. They're not doing too hot. Look at this long line of pathfinding men just having issues. Cannon crew is definitely going to be gone. Howitzer crew is safe, though. They are still pumping rounds. And I have the howitzers over here protecting this formation because they need it. 49th over here actually doing a pretty good job considering I didn't actually want them to go out and do that. Breaking district. We're just pouring it into them. Dead bodies are stacking. I mean, blood and guts, stepping on bodies. These Confederates. Our men are holding. Oh, look at this. You guys are brave, just face to face. Oh, we're getting some wavering over here with the 77th Pennsylvania. 19th Ohio is fresh. We'll be using them pretty soon. My lines are starting to crumble. And I mean, look at these. We've caused such heavy damage to so many of these units. I don't know which unit that is. My secondary 49th, when I finally noticed they were out of position, I tried to quickly march them back, and that's actually what gave them so much damage. It'd have been better if I'd have just left them where they were at. I've already started closing in my ranks over here. Mostly because I seen this swarm of soldiers. I wanted to close them in. So we got the 6th Kentucky protecting the rear of the 15th. And we've got, I think, both of our 15ths. Yep. Both of our 15ths are side by side. th Indiana over here holding back what they can. Second line just pouring musket balls into these people. Hey Kay, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're doing another Empire video. I will be starting another Empire campaign next week. I do not know who I will be playing as. Not really sure who I'm going to be playing as, but it will definitely be starting this upcoming Monday. So what is that? 8th? 8th is Friday, I think. 9th, the 11th of April. I do not know yet. I'm still trying to figure out which nation I'll be playing. I think this time I will go as a major faction. And I'm kind of debating between Prussia, France, maybe Russia. What do you guys think? What do you two want to see? Prussia, Russia, France? Don't really want to do Great Britain. France? Prussia? Prussia or France, huh? So Prussia or France? Okay. We won't do Russia. We'll debate on which ones to do. Alright, we're going to try to get our 29th out because they're going to be overwhelmed. 29th can't hold off on this, but this one side has held off so many Confederate soldiers. And look at the dead. Like, there's just, it's everywhere. Secondary line still holding pretty firm. Starting to break more Confederates. However, we are getting flooded with Confederates on this flank. Our sharpshooters are back here popping shots just as quick as they can. Tearing into the sides of these units. The 19th is over here. They're firing. We've got a lot of Confederates breaking at the moment. So we're holding pretty good. We're holding good. Losing that Napoleonic cannon though, that really sucked. And our 215th Ohio and 16th Kentucky back here holding pretty good. Our howitzers are still back here, I believe, targeting this large clump. Wait, where the hell is our howitzer? Oh, I relocated the howitzer, that's right. I pulled the howitzer on back into the city to try to defend this left flank over here. 19th over here is a fresh unit now, though, thankfully, because we let them sit and chill. They're going to help cover us. France, you are not in more areas like Europe. France, you are not in more areas like Europe, America, so different way to spread your army and money. Yes, that is true. Prussia is a little bit limited when it comes to that. France is a little bit more sparse in areas, or more big in areas, especially in the Americas. I don't think they're in India, but that would be something I would probably branch right into. Prussia is definitely a guaranteed war, that is for sure. Oh yes. Oh, and we are breaking them hard over here. Yeah, it seems like nobody likes Prussia. Everybody just instantly wants to target them. Yeah. Even Britain. I also like playing as Austria because their units are a little bit larger. Okay, here we go. 6th Kentucky getting ready to get pummeled. You know, I never much cared for the Ottoman nation. I have played them. I just, I don't know, personal preference. It is very difficult, yes. And we are starting to slowly pull our lines back. 19th over here still peppering and trying to protect the rears of our men. And here I do a bayonet charge to try to break some of these units. We've got a lot of bayonet charges. 77th Pennsylvania holding against 2 regiments. My biggest reason for not bayoneting right here is my men were already tired, and a bayonet would have probably crippled them. My 2nd Kentucky, they're breaking. 2 units here, and we're going after the district now. And we have our sharpshooters over here pummeling what they can. Our howitzers are blowing people up. I know here before too long I will have some troops returning to the fight. Our first line broke. We retreated back. It broke. Our second line, which has turned into being our third line of defense, is still holding, but breaking slowly. 2nd Kentucky is running right through all these, but they did finish breaking the district. And now we're going for Polk's Corps. 77th held off both of those units. The Confederates just have so many troops, and the balance of power is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Sixth Kentucky repelled, I think, 2 units. That one for sure. Yep, 2 units. And they're still bringing up more. There's our 3rd unit. And these Confederates, they have a hell of a way, because, you know, if they fire up, they're hitting this. They have to actually circle around and come in and get us. It doesn't help they have this howitzer over here blowing my men to pieces. They have a bad angle. What's that? That's way back here. Yep. Let's see. The 24th Ohio came back. We're going to reposition them. I have played as Sweden before. Sweden's fun, but it seems like they can... Seems like every time I play as Sweden, they get overran really fast. Russia always declares war on me and just pummels me. The 19th did a good job holding back all those Confederates. But again, the casualties are really mounting. Oh, and that was an amazing hit from our artillery. That howitzer just devastated those. What men got routed? '59th Ohio got routed. But we still have our howitzers. We've got the 24th Ohio. It's not over yet. Our sharpshooters are over here pummeling what they can. And we're still breaking. We're breaking them. Still holding firm, and we're still breaking people up here. Our first 15th Ohio broke. We've still got one 15th Ohio. Remember I said keep your eyes on them. We got the 6th Kentucky. And this 15th Ohio is going to get rocked. They're going the wrong way to retreat. Oh, and that was a good hit on the 15th. Pour it into them, boys. That's right. Pummel them. One volley already starting to send the morale down. These Confederates. Do you watch other people on Twitch? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, we got the 9th Indiana finally breaking. And we are getting a push into the big city here. I watch Cash_West on Twitch. Starzilla on Twitch. A couple of good friends of mine. Olympia Gaming. He is actually the one that helped me set this mod up and got me signed up for the tournament that I will be in this weekend. And there's a couple others that I watch, but not on the regular. And they are starting to mad send troops into the villages here. Our skirmishers are doing what they do best in skirmishing. I have the 24th over here. I'm resting them up. They just went from very tired to tired. The more you go down, the more your stats drop. This mod is mod will actually drop your level of stats the more tired your men get. We still have these 2 units holding off. Check that. We still have 1 unit holding them off, and it looks like they're not going to be doing too good soon either. Got a lot of Confederates pouring in. Now it's really starting to look a little bad for us. All of our troops are wavering. They're close to the routing point, but the 6th and the 15th are still over here holding firm. They're still racking up a body count. We've got these units over here routing. The 19th, the 29th. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I think we had a crash. Don't tell me you're going to crash right at the end of it. No. We'll give it a second and just see if it'll catch up. Oh, it's a terrible thing with replays. It's a terrible thing with modded games to begin with. We're going to give it about another 20 seconds, and then I will go ahead and just tell you what happened. This was a very, very, very fun map to play, and while we're waiting, I'm just going to go ahead and... How do the tournaments work? It is a bracketed tournament. Oh, we're back. We are back. It is a bracketed tournament. There is 12 people signed up now. We're going to do 2 games of 2v2, and it's going to take the course of all weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And this weekend is kind of the opening weekend. It's kind of like the placement. So we are going to get together. We're going to play. Our teammates will be randomized. And then that, depending on the winner of all 3 days, will determine our placement in the actual tournament. And the tournament, from what I'm understanding, will be the following weekend. And it's being hosted by Chaotic Battles on YouTube, if you want to look him up. I do not know if he Twitches, but I do know he's on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of his videos. Chaotic Battles will be hosting it. And there is prizes. I do not know what the prizes are just yet. They have not released that information. But, yeah, that's how it's going to be done so far from what I'm being told. All the all the mods and creators of this tournament are finalizing it. I'm supposed to know for sure Thursday night where everything is. And we got 2 Confederate regiments moving in on our sharpshooters, giving us a good charge. And they're already starting to break and waver because they're tired. Our howitzers are holding back the remaining Confederates coming in. How do they pick the armies? From what I'm understanding, each player is allowed to pick whatever army they want as long as it's the same team, meaning my partner can't be a Confederate while I'm a Union. So it'll be up to the partners to determine. So the 2v2, you have 2 people on each side. We'll be told whether we're Confederate or Union. And then, excuse me, with that, if I'm a Union player, if I'm a Union player and my ally will, of course, be a Union player, he and I will talk and decide which corps we want to go as, because there's a lot of different corps we can pick. Damn. Personally, if I am a Union, I think I've already picked mine, and I will be the Army of Ohio, which I'm playing right now, which is why I'm playing them so hardcore. Okay, thank you for coming in. This stream will be posted on YouTube. It's actually almost done, but I appreciate your time, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. But Mab, yeah, it'll be whatever team I'm on, I'll be able to pick what army I want to be unless they change that ruling and tell us we have to be a certain corps, which they typically do not do. So, say for instance I'm the Confederacy, I will probably pick this army right here, which is everybody calls it the district. It's the District of Georgia, South Carolina, and Florida, I believe. I can't remember the third one, but I like this as the Confederate Army, but as the as the Union Army, I like the Army of the Ohio, personally. And our howitzers are continually breaking more and more Confederates before they trickle over. Trying to see. We got the 24th Ohio over here finally becoming fresh. Sharpshooters are over here starting to break. Confederate guns coming in now. That was a Confederate shell, but my shells came in after them. What was that? Good night, baby. I love you. You sure? You see good. I see you tomorrow. Sorry about that. My little girl came to tell me goodnight. She is heading to bed with Mama. So we got the howitzers still defending this bridge. Let's come back up here and check this. We still have the 15th Ohio holding with the 6th Kentucky in support, and they just breaking wave after wave after wave of Confederates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. These brave men have been fighting since the very beginning of this battle, and they are still holding firm. That is our version of the Iron Brigade today, ladies and gentlemen. Our sharpshooters are still back here, wavering a bit, but they are holding against both of these regiments, and our howitzers are still just blasting this bridgeway. It looks to be there's nothing left over here except for their rear guard, which is way over there, and they have not moved. I don't know why. Got one regiment of Polk's division right here. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of Confederacy with a cannon over here. I should have directly targeted that cannon with the 15th, but I didn't. I was afraid if I did, they would move, and the 15th had great cover at that time. Oh, nice hit.
Your men have been routed, sir.
I'm kind of feeling a Mandela effect over here. I swear I remember this battle a little differently. I really do. I remember this battle a little differently than what it's going, but that's fine. We got the Confederates pushing. Almost all of our sharpshooters have completely ran away. And we're looking pretty thin. We don't have much left. I got the 24th Ohio back here. Our cannon is no more. Our general has nothing to do but sit here and watch the enemy pour in. Oh, we got a 6th Indiana coming back. That's a healthy unit. It's all coming down to out here with the 15th Ohio and the 6th Kentucky. Almost everything else of mine is broken and gone. We've got 6th Indiana back here coming back. But as you can see, the Confederates have slowly just ran us down. I've got my skirmishers coming back at the end. But, you know, they're not going to be able to do too much. And this was actually a very, very close battle. And again, these guys are just repelling all of these Confederate soldiers. So we've only got 2, 3, 4, 5 units left. 6 units, not counting the howitzer and the general. Oh my, they've taken a beating. Here they come in again for another push. Breaking troops returning. And I have nothing in support. I have no cannons. I have... Oh. They're targeting the 6th Indiana with their cannons. Now, I did actually place these men here, but with all these retreating troops and the pathfinding, it looks like they've gotten caught. I'd placed them right here to try to hold back what Confederates were coming, because that was still a really healthy unit. And for some reason, they left my general. You guys gonna come attack them now? So yeah, the battle down here is pretty much over. Only my general left. It comes down to these 2 units right here. And I think I actually did click on the 15th to target those cannons, and that's why they moved. So I quickly got them back into formation. Looking at it now, I should have placed them on this wall and had them shoot down that general.
Weary, sir.
Oh, got a little friendly fire there, but I'm still able to shoot above them just barely. Oh! Did my men finally... No, they didn't. Who's this? 2nd Kentuckians have came back. That one I don't believe I recognize that came back.
A unit has grown weary, sir.
Yeah, if you guys do play this mod, I recommend clicking on that a lot, especially when it says a unit's grown weary. That means they've came back. So 2nd Kentucky came back, 77th Pennsylvania came back. I should have immediately grabbed them and twisted them and faced them. Because now, this unit's going to be overwhelmed. Now, they're not tired. These guys are tired, so they might actually do some damage. And my general is dead. I have 1 sharpshooter regiment left. I swear that's not how I remember this battle finishing, but okay. And here we are. They're still holding. Just barely shooting over the heads of the 6th Kentucky. And yet again, they've moved their cannon to get a better range on us. These 2 units have held here the entire battle and caused countless breaks. All of these units over here breaking are from these two regiments. We'll see what's going on. I've got 5 units left on the field. And now they're going to just pour their men into us. Traditional Confederate style bayonet. Well, and that's what we have left. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 back here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 units back here. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more. So a full... Uh-oh, and there it is. The 6th finally cracked. They've got 1 full stack army, even though they're depleted. And the 15th is still holding firm. And they just shot their own men. Thank you. Ah, and the 15th breaks. And like that, all that's left is right back here. So we're going to fast forward this a little bit. Not too far, or not too fast, because I don't want it to crash right at the very end like we almost had a second ago. But yeah, these men, these brave men. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, yep, and here they go, charging in their 2nd Kentucky, and they're going after the 77th after that. But yes, these brave men fought well today, and let's just get one more look at the carnage. Our howitzers fending off the enemy there. My 19th forming up and trying to protect the flank and the rear of these men. All of these dead Confederates. All of these dead Federals. And this was just gruesome. Absolutely gruesome. I see a ton of dead people, Mab. Doing this for you, buddy. I know you like seeing them dead bodies. Just everywhere. Most of these being our ally of 12 Corps. These right here, that one brave unit of the 15th Battalion, I believe, who single-handedly charged out and routed 4 Confederate armies. So much death, so much destruction. But by God, my men put up a hell of a fight. It was a great battle. It truly was. They've already routed this army, and now, yep. 2nd Kentucky says, nope, we're out. 77th falling shortly behind that. We'll see if we can go ahead and just fast forward to the end now, because we all know how this is going to play out. This will be posted to YouTube shortly, so any of you who have actually enjoyed this, please make sure you jump over to YouTube and follow me. Patriot Cultivator, spelled the same way. No lower or no undercase, no 420. Drop comments, interact with me. I like that. I'm going to start holding polls once I get more subscribers on YouTube. Oh. These mods are kind of unstable when you try to fast forward. Oh wait, the 2nd decided they may stay and put up a little bit of a fight. Of course, they're facing the wrong damn way. I was so fixated up here, though, I did not realize I need to do a series just for YouTube to help the channel. I really want to. I just don't stream on YouTube very often. I like Twitch a little bit better, but I'm really debating it. I'm starting to reach out and start to talk to friends. My admin and moderator, he's going to work on my Twitch stuff for me. I'm going to start working more on YouTube. I've reached out on Facebook groups and started talking to people, getting my name out there. I've reached out to other content creators, and I kind of felt bad about that, but I've reached out to other content creators and dropped that I stream. And here we go. I deployed 78-27, and I lost, might as well say, 6,000. I killed a hell of a lot of enemy. My ally, which was much smaller than me at 2877, only killed 837 of our enemy, but they had, my God. Yep, you gotta do that groundwork. That's what I'm working on. Let's do unit stats real quick. The 6th Kentucky, Whitaker Nelson's division, getting the most at 574. Oh, there's that 15th Battalion Corps that got the 4 chevrons chasing out and bayonet and everything. They got 563 kills. 29th Indiana, who held off so hard on the right flank up there where the 15th and the 6th last suffered the casualties. 527. Some amazing kills. Some amazing kills. But yes, as I was saying, I am reaching out to other other YouTubers. I'm trying to get collabs with them. All of my buddies who stream are starting to drop my name. I've joined 4 Facebook groups and started advertising. I'm actually really thinking about stretching out my legs into TikTok and start doing shorts and getting on TikTok just for the extra exposure. Another one of my streaming friends, Bang and Hang Gaming, he's trying to talk me into start streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all at the same time. I just don't know how doing that will work. I mean, I'm sure my computer will handle it. I have a pretty good computer. I built it just so I could do stuff like this. But yeah, that's my plans. You know, in the next 6 months, I plan on having a lot more going on. So, but anyway, Mab, it was great to see you again. I'm going to end this video, and I'll end it the same way I always do. If you guys like me, head over to YouTube, interact with me. I love comments. I love likes. Thank you all for jumping in today. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch my stream especially. Thanks for all the interaction from Kay and Mab. I will definitely take your advices for the Empire campaign under advisement. You guys rock. I appreciate you coming in. And as always, guys, I'll catch you in the next video.